You guys familiar with Dairy Queen? Yeah. I want to start all of my shows like, you guys familiar with Dairy Queen? Or is this a Cold Stone crowd? Who used to work there? Oh,
She did.
really? I like how you're so shy. I love DQ. Because you do hot eats and cool treats. Right? Is that still the slogan? You just did cool treats? You weren't advanced enough to do the hot eats? Like, what's your name? Rachel? Like, Rachel, you're not ready for hot eats. We're gonna keep you on cool treats for a while. I always get a blip. Are you gonna fight? You guys aren't friends anymore? Like, you always tell everyone I used to work at DQ. It's in my past, okay? I don't want to be represented by my time at DQ. I'm so much more than that. I get ice cream whenever I go there. Like, who's the sociopath who goes to DQ and just gets a burger and leaves? He's like, oh, you guys do ice cream? I just think you have... No, I had no idea. I just love the burgers here. Like, who's getting hot food at Dairy Queen and just leaving? Like, not even getting an ice cream. Like, no. So I get a Blizzard whenever I go to DQ. I love Blizzards. I'll get an Oreo Blizzard. And every DQ I go to, I don't know why they do this. Like, they'll make the Blizzard, and then before they hand it to me, they'll go... Like, I believe you. I trust you. You don't need to do that. It's not like a drug deal where I'm like, turn it upside down. And then it splooshes. And I'm like, it's supposed to be thick, motherfucker. You trying to fuck me? You cut it with yogurt. Here's your Blizzard. Think I'm fucking stupid? Turn it upside down. So does management tell you, like, turn it upside down? If you don't turn it upside down, are they like, Rachel, can I talk to you? Why didn't you turn it upside down? That guy's never gonna come here again because he doesn't trust us. People come to DQ for the flipping. It's like Benihana of ice cream. I guess that's what Cold Stone is, right? They're just like, ooh. Ooh, ding, 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 ding. You're like, oh, I'm gonna eat that. Or is it like Baskin Robbins? They're like, yeah, I'll fucking get out of here. They just give you ice cream. They're like, fucking scram. There's no show. Go to Cold Stone if you want a fucking show. You want bomb-ass ice cream? You come to 31 Flavors. I don't know why they do this. You ever go to like a Rite Aid and they still serve ice cream for some reason? They always have one person manning the whole store. And I'm like behind in line, and the guy in front of me is like, can I get Rocky Road? So then I have to wait for this cashier to put an ice cream hat on and then become an ice cream person. Like, why is that such a part of their business model still? How much money is ice cream bringing into Rite Aid at this point? Sometimes I just noticed this, like, you'll be like kissing with a girl or whatever, and she'll be like, just so you know, we're not gonna have sex. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I like consent, you know? Like, they think I'm gonna be a Spider-Man bully from a movie or something. Like, oh, you're such a fucking prude. All the fellas were right about you. Denise puts out, you're just a waste of time. Like, what guy? I'm just like, yeah, whatever you want to do, that's fine. But then sometimes they'll be like, yeah, we're not gonna have sex. I want to jerk you off with my feet, and then I want you to come in my mouth. You're like, what? That seems like several steps above. That seems double black diamond, what you... That seems way... If that makes you feel better, I don't know what the rationale is in your mind, but whatever floats your boat. That seems like 12th date stuff. We're not gonna have sex. I want you to fuck my ear and come in my belly button. Okay. Just weird logic. You know what I learned too late in life is that when you're on a date with a girl, when you meet for the first time, meet up, you should say like, oh, you look so great. Or, oh, I love that outfit. Because if you don't say that, they're just stewing the whole day. Like, why didn't he say I look great? Like, it's very important to women. They're like, oh, you look great. You need that. Whereas as a guy, if a girl goes, oh, you look great, I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. Like, it doesn't even register. It's just like, the weather's good, huh? If a girl goes, you look good, I'm not like, I don't get a dopamine hit from nice pants. Ah! It's like, who gives a shit? But girls just love the, you look great. Huh. Yeah, just the whole time. They want you to say that stuff. Okay. I guess because it's like getting dressed for women is way more complex than guys. Guys, we just throw on like a sweater and jeans and just leave. But women, you've got all these layers and shit. It's almost like cosplay. It's like you dressed up like Chun-Li. And the guy's not saying, you look like a great Chun-Li. You're dressed like, why isn't he mentioning I'm dressed like Chun-Li? I fucking look like Chun-Li. I have the stockings and the head thing, and he's not mentioning I look like Chun-Li. Whereas I just have a NASCAR shirt on. Is that the analogy that put it over the top? Like, all right, Chun-Li, now I get it. Now I get where you're coming at. Zangief, it wouldn't work, but Chun-Li. Anytime I have really bad diarrhea, I say, God is testing me. Fellas, you ever see like a picture of a girl on a dating app? Like a picture of her and she's at Burning Man in the picture, and you're like, oh, she's probably low maintenance. She's on a bike and has a bunch of mirrors on her ass. She's probably super chill. Probably won't gaslight me at all. She's probably super down to earth in an IG likes way. You ever have someone say, like you're in a relationship or something, and they're like, take me back or I'll kill myself? You've never had that? I guess you're not as dope as I am. I break people's brains. No. But that's a thing that's out there. Some people are just like so damaged. They're like, if you leave me, I'll kill myself. Does that ever end well? Like, does that ever work? Is the person ever like, oh, okay, all right. They're like 80 years old. Like, how did you and Grandma and Grandpa? Well, he threatened to kill himself. I didn't want blood on my hands, so, you know, we went back together. And we had no hiccups. From that point on, it was smooth sailing. He just threatened to kill himself, and then we had a wonderful family. No problems. I met him at Burning Man. Super chill. Do you think it's like violence or someone dying out there? Whenever I hear sirens, I'm like, is this an ambulance or is it like a shootout? Did you guys hear that or no? It was just, yeah. I'm a pro, so I wanted to wait for the ambulance. I'm not gonna go over. These are precious jokes. I'm not gonna have muddy audio because someone's getting shot out there. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird how many of the Kardashians are into black guys. Right? Like statistically, it's a disproportionate amount that the whole family is into black guys. Like normally it's like one sister or two, like the whole fucking family is into black guys. I wonder, maybe like OJ was just hanging around the house during their formative years. And they're like, I like OJ. Like when they were teenagers and stuff, and the Juice is like, hey girls. Even Caitlyn, like Bruce Jenner, like he's like pretty black. He's such an ally. He Big Mama's housed himself. I love how 8 people really, really like that joke. And then the other people think it's racist, and the other people don't get it. Caitlyn Big Mama housed himself. I'll be selling Caitlyn Big Mama housed himself t-shirts after the show. If you guys... back in the day, the insult, like, yeah, well, that's not what your wife said when I was fucking her last night. Like, back in the day, that was an insult. Like, that's not what your girl was saying when I was fucking her last night. But everyone's in an open relationship now, so that's not really a threat anymore. Like, I'll be like, yeah, well, I hope she had a good time. Because we don't subscribe to labels. You seem like a really cool guy, and I'm glad she enjoyed herself. It's not what your girl was saying when I hit it from the back. Yeah, that's her favorite position, dude. I'm glad she had a cool guy like you. Like, this insult works better in the 90s. Like a 90s guy trying to insult a Gen Z person. He's like, we should do an open relationship. You can come in. We're poly. Yeah, he's like impressions. Can I try some impressions? Yeah. What if you said no on my own show? I'm like, I don't know if these are gonna be good or not. All right, this is my impression of a super chill bee. Okay. I don't think the queen is that hot. Real talk? It's kind of mid. I don't think the queen is that hot, you know? Everyone's working and like busting a nut over this bitch. Like, we can't all fuck her, guys. That's a super chill bee. What if it kept going? No, I don't need that. Yeah, thank you. Why didn't you give me that earlier? I felt like I had to beg for it. This is the comedian version of Don't I Look Nice? Don't you like my button up that I put on? Don't you like my super chill bee impression? What if it kept going for 40 more minutes? You're like, we get it. He's super chill. He vapes. I might take a vacation, actually. You guys are just working, and for what? I have a SoundCloud now. I'm not gonna make honey, you know? You live and you die. These are super esoteric, this bee. I might go backpacking, you know? I might hop on a plane, let somebody else do the flying for once. Get a first class. How funny would it be? You get on a plane and you see a bee in first class with like a seatbelt on it, and he's like, he's like so tiny and just has sunglasses on. He's like, I'm just taking a load off, you know? Just need to recharge my battery before I go back to the nest. I have a hot take. You guys want to hear a hot take? Okay. Bin Laden, not that bad. I said it was hot. And you guys asked me to do it. I didn't want to do it, but you wanted to hear the hot take. Bin Laden, not that bad. Here's my reasoning. Like, Hitler was so bad that no one does the mustache anymore. Like, he ruled out that entire facial hairstyle. But scraggly beards are still around. That's still a thing. They're not letting Bin Laden stop them from doing scraggly beards. There's a lot of people in country music who are doing scraggly beards. If we're going from a facial hair standpoint, Bin Laden, not that bad. Hitler, way worse. I need you guys to appreciate this joke as much as this guy here, all right? I feel like you're not giving it up. Yeah, no one does the Hitler stash anymore, except for Michael Jordan in that Hanes commercial. Do you guys remember this? If you don't remember, Google Michael Jordan Hitler mustache Hanes commercial. That's how much of a champion Michael Jordan is. That kind of mindset, where not only will he grow a Hitler mustache, he will have it in a commercial shoot. He'll show up to a commercial and still have the Hitler stash and be like, all right, so where do you want me to sit? Imagine being like the cast and crew when Michael Jordan shows up with a Hitler mustache that day to shoot. You're the director, you're like, hey, Mike, that's yeah, we're gonna be, you just have to hide the elephant in the room. You're like, yeah, so glad to have you. And yeah. And then he's telling a PA, like, can you like tell Michael Jordan like shave the Hitler mustache? And the PA's like, I'm not gonna tell Michael Jordan I'm not gonna tell MJ to shave the mustache. I was at an Italian restaurant with my brother, and it was like happy hour, so we're sitting at the bar area, and I was sitting next to this woman who's just like doing work stuff, and then the Italian waiter or like barkeeper or whatever, he comes by and he goes, another glass of wine, Bella? And then she's like, yeah, why not? And I was like, he can only get away with that because he's Italian and he has that accent, you know? Like, you can't get away with that if he was an American guy with an American accent. If he was like, you want another glass of wine, beautiful? She'd be like, what the fuck? Get me your manager. Call me Miss. Bella, you wanna? You're like, oh. Hey, hot stuff. You wanna? Another glass of wine?